Welcome to the TPC Desktop video series. In this video, we'll look at the new Relabel dialog. In version 14, release 1, we expanded the capability of this dialog, making it available from other areas of the program besides just the traverse view. I have opened the Learn Kogo sample file, and I'm going to put the cursor over one of these foundation traverses here, and I'm going to right-click and choose Edit Traverse. Traverse PC opens up that traverse and positions the cursor at that point. So we see that we've labeled that foundation 2-1, 2-2, etc. Well, what if these point labels weren't allowed on a data collector and I wanted to send this data out to stake out these foundations? I would have to relabel them. And in previous versions, I was able to go in and select these and choose Tools, Relabel Points, and Traverse PC would allow me to enter a starting label and relabel those. In Traverse PC version 14 release 1, we've expanded the capability of the relabel so that in addition to opening up the traverse view like that, I'm going to open up the point view and I can see that here are those same points, 2-1 through 2-15, followed by the points for foundation on lot 3, 3-1 through 3-13. And I'm going to relabel these inside of Traverse PC. I'm going to start first with the foundation 2 points, and I'm going to choose Tools, Modify Points, Relabel Point. Traverse PC displays the Relabel Points dialog, and notice that the What list now says 15 selected items in Point Manager. Now, if I had traverses open still or whatever else might be open in the survey, I'm going to have different options for what I want to relabel. In this case, 15 selected items in the Point Manager. And I'm going to tell Traverse PC that I want to start relabeling these as point 200. When I press the Enter key, Traverse PC says, you know what, that point already exists. So I have the option of relabeling based on the number I entered, 200, or I can just say, how about use the next available point number? And so I know I can start with point 205. And be just fine. Now, if I wanted to do something different for a label, I could. If not, I can just say, go ahead and compute those. And Traverse PC has now relabeled those points, and they're reordered then in the Point Manager based on their new labels. Now, if I want to see a summary of what it did or how it relabeled those, I can just hit the Summary button back in the Relabel Points, and Traverse PC tells me, just bring this over here, that I relabeled points. Here's my date and time. I relabeled the 15 selected points starting at 205, and it tells me that 201 was relabeled to 205, etc. Now, let's go ahead and select the other foundation points. We can see just how easy it is to do here. And I'm now going to tell Traverse PC to use the 13 items selected. I'm going to pick up at the last point, which is 220, and I'm going to compute those. I'm going to hit the Summary button again, so that now I have a report of what point labels got relabeled. And I've now relabeled all those dash points used for those foundations, so I can turn right around now and export those to my data collector using a point label that the data collector can accept. And finally, like a lot of the Kogo dialogues, this command comes with an undo button. So if I don't like how it relabeled the points, I can always choose undo. Traverse PC will put those labels right back the way they were. And I can say, let me try this again with a different point number,